As we said earlier on this channel some time ago about what really transpired between Honorable MP for Asin Central Ken Agyapong and the Central Region Police Commander, the IGP, what really transpired between them. We saw the videos of how Ken Agyapong nearly lynched and also slapped the Central Region Police Commander. Today or yesterday night, the police have issued a statement condemning the acts of Ken Agyapong, and what's more, they are sending out a very strong warning to Ken Agyapong that this should be his first and last attempt of he ever trying to stop a police officer from exercising his duties with due diligence here in Ghana. And also coming up in the news, we are all aware about the power crisis which has now besieged our beloved country, Ghana. We all thought Dumso was a thing of the past, but then guess what? Dumso is back, and now information we are getting from Gidco says that there's going to be some sort of load shedding in the parts of Accra. A very sad one, because we are going to the days of Dumso again. Let's start off with the issue of the moment. We all knew what transpired between Kennedy Agyapong, that's the MP for Asin Central, yes, Honorable MP for Asin Central, and also the police commander, where he stormed, Kennedy Agyapong stormed the University of Education, Univ, trying to calm the students. In the heat of argument, he was trying to tell the police that, Munja Diamoya, you guys should stop what you are doing. These are students, these are children, and also generation of our beloved country, Ghana. So if you guys are using force to stop their acts and other things, it is going to breed chaos, and it's going to bring about a whole lot of nasty things. So in his aid, telling the police and also the police commander at that particular scene to stop firing tear gas and also beating up students, and also doing a whole lot of things which were an assault to them. It even brought about that Kennedy Agyapong and the police commander were involved in some sort of exchange of words. We fortunately captured that on video. It was shown on all social media handles, and now after all is said and done, the police have issued a statement condemning the acts of Honorable MP for Asin Central Kennedy Agyapong. Per the statement that we got as shown on the screen, it reads: Statement by Ghana Police condemning acts of MP Kennedy Agyapong. A statement signed by Director General of the Public Affairs Department of the Ghana Police Service Friday cautioned the MP to be very careful in his engagements with police officers who were carrying out their lawful duties. The police administration therefore takes very strong exception to the behavior of the MP, that's Mr. Kennedy Agyapong, who is a member of parliament, and advises him to be very mindful of his actions towards police officers whilst performing their lawful duties, the statement indicated. According to the police, the MP was seen in an aggressive mode, saying he will make sure a serving police officer was dismissed for no apparent reasons. But the Central Region Police Commander, who the police say was at the scene, intervened and made it clear to the MP that he has no such powers. The police administration therefore wishes to affirm the stance of the Central Regional Polio Commander that nobody wields the authority to cause the dismissal of a police officer without law, justification, and due process. The statement reiterated. The police administration also assures all police officers that it will always stand by them as long as their actions are professional. Signed, Director General of the Public Affairs Department of Ghana Police Service. Let's break this down for our lovely subscribers here in Ghana. We all saw what happened where Kennedy Agyapong was engaged, in a near verbal quarrel with the police officer, saying that what they are doing does not really go in line with their duties. If they want to stop a chaos which is happening at the University of Education, Univ, they shouldn't use brutal force. They should use some sort of dialogue with the students, because these are just young youths who are angry. So they should talk with them so that they will calm the situation. So when Kennedy Agyapong was trying to tell the police officers to stop, one police officer was not even listening to him, and then Kennedy Agyapong was saying that if you are not listening, I'll make sure that you will be sacked. And this was even captured on video. So shortly after that, about 12 hours after this particular incident, the video went viral. The police came out and said that no, Kennedy Agyapong has no right or whatsoever to talk to any police officer. 1. 2. Kennedy Agyapong does not have any right to stop any police officer from discharging his duties. 3. Kennedy Agyapong does not even have any right or whatsoever to come to a police crime scene and tell them that he's going to sack a police officer. This is what the police commander is saying, that they take exception to what Ken Agyapong said, and they will make sure that Ken Agyapong won't carry out such acts in the future. They further said that Ken Agyapong should be very careful because he was doing something which does not go in line with the police duties and their laws and regulations here in this country. According to them, no MP, be it the president, even have any power to sack any police officer here in Ghana. So Ken Agyapong should be warned, because the next time he may be arrested or he will be taken before the law court. So currently that is what is going on. Ken Agyapong, as we are showing on the screens, a statement that we read earlier, has been cautioned by the Ghana Police Service to be very careful or mindful of his words. Now let's move on to another issue which is gradually taking a very big exception here in Ghana. We all know, if you're in Ghana here, it's no news. We are all experiencing doom. So you can't sleep, you can't work. When you come to the office, there's doom. So when you go home, there's doom. So when this thing happened, Ghanaians were wondering, doom. So because 2 years of Akufo-Addo administration, we have never seen anything like this. And if you realize, 2020, the president now of the Republic of Ghana promised us during his campaign that doomso was going to be a thing of the past in the MPP administration. Among other promises and other things that they said, this is one thing that the MPP administration has made sure that they've really held on to. But then shocking enough, during these recent times, doomso is all over again. As I say, doomso, you can't even sleep. There's so much heat. When you come to work, there's no electricity. If you use generator, the cost is so high and everything is just bastard. So when this happened, Ghanaians have started questioning, say, hey, is doomso back, or what is really happening? So during these times, this was when it even came to light that the ECG itself has been sold to a foreign company. Shocking, yes. So ECG that we thought was a state-owned enterprise has now been sold to a foreign company. And then after this particular thing has been done, the ECG and Gridco are issuing a statement that the new owners of the ECG, or the new managers of the ECG that was sold to them, the people that ECG was sold to them, they call them Power Distribution Service, PDS. They are the new owners, or they are the people who are taking in charge of Ghana's electricity service. They call them Power Distribution Service. When it came, people are now appointing hands at the new people who are in charge of Ghana's electricity. That's PDS, the Power Distribution Service. And now Gridco and also other state agencies have advised them to put some kind of load shedding so that everybody here in Accra can get light. So for example, the load shedding that we are experiencing during Mohammed's regime, where for example, those here in Weja will have lights off, and those at Medina will have light. In the evening, it will switch. You will have light. They will have light off. They are saying that if this is what is happening, if you are going back to doomso, then at least they should respect Ghanaians at least, and perhaps put some kind of load shedding here in Ghana. And now ECG has made us aware that, PDS, that's the new ECG, Power Distribution Service, has told and made Ghanaians aware that this thing is a temporal problem. But we know Ghanaians and excuses. Obama excuses are before I realized 2020 we are still experiencing doomso to the next level. They issued a statement today as shown on the screen, and it reads, power, this comes from the Gridco, Ghana Grid Company Limited, press release, power supply constraint, diversion of 3 kV Abuaze Tema transmission line. Friday, March 15, 2019, due to the construction of the road interchange at the ACP Junction, Pokwase, and the Ghana Grid Company Limited, Gridco has been taken out of service the 330 kV Abuaze Tema transmission line, transferring the road transversing the road to enable the contractor to divert the power line. This has limited the capacity of transmission network. Gridco has accordingly advised Power Distribution Service, that's the new ECG, to redistribute loads in various bulk supply points to ensure system stability. This may result in outages in some electricity consumers. It is anticipated that the diversion works will be completed by Tuesday, 19th, 2019. Gridco sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience these arrangements may cause to the public. Gridco assures the general public, that it is committed to ensuring that the normal service is restored. Albert Kwesi Kwenu, Head of Public Relations, Power Distribution, or Gridco. Yes, that's the new company, or the electricity, one of the branch of electricity company here of Ghana. So currently that is what is going on. Ghana is now experiencing doomso, but the new people who are managing the Electricity Company of Ghana. Their name is Power Distribution Service, PDS, and they have been advised by a branch of also one of the electricity companies here of Ghana, talking about Gridco, that they should do some sort of load shedding. They understand that this thing came about when they were doing the road at Pokwasi, and they needed to divert some power lines and other things. So because of that, the power that was needed to be supplied here in Accra, I mean Eswati, because of that, so that's why we are experiencing blackouts and all of that. And now Gridco have come out that they should put some sort of load shedding so our Ghanaians will have at least some peace of mind till next week, that they claim that next week that all of this power outages and load shedding will be out. So give you more updates on all of this news that you've said here on Pinax TV. Subscribe to our channel if you're new, and let's also know what you think about all the issues we spoke about today right here on Pinax TV. Thank you very much for watching.